Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is a pretty tough decision, right? Wouldn't you say? Deciding to watch my show, you feel me? Despite the fact that it's called Vlogs About Nothing, and your boy here is straight trolling himself on the daily. Or at least trying, right? Just because, sometimes I get caught up in my life and so forth. Anyways, my name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy morning to join me. I really do appreciate it. For about 10 years now, I have been involved in some way, shape, or form involved in making content on the internet, right? For a long time, it was me. For a few years, I was helping other people, and I wasn't on screen, but I gotta tell you guys that right now, difficult decisions are probably one of the most sus thing to me. You know what I mean? I'm a decision maker. I was literally coached, literally groomed, to be the way that I am as it concerns public speaking, the personification of a caricature of yourself, the art of performing, seriously. I wish I had more credentials. I wish I had other receipts, I was telling my most recent girl that was with me, right, that, I really enjoy a challenge. Like, I do, That being said, along with challenges, along with tough decisions, along with being coached to be a certain kind of a person your entire life, I'm still not good at it. So, just spoiler alert, you can work your entire life on something and still not be good at it, or not as good as you think you are. And I think that's where the standard is set. For a lot of people that focus and fine-tune in on what makes them the happiest, and thereby, as a direct result, also makes them their best selves, you constantly are pushing the marker. This is going so far left, you come back right, kind of a thing. It is the trademark trait of any single individual on this planet to be able, in their respected industry, if leadership is something they seek, decision making must be on point, as on point as a human being can be. And this last week, tough decisions have been just on the daily, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure. I'm not good at this stuff. I've spent my entire life learning how to be good with this stuff, and still, I'm not good with this stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? Life is unpredictable, my friends. Life will wake you up on a Saturday morning and spit you back out on a Sunday night in a different country. I would know. You know what I mean? Shout out to your boy here, 20 years ago, living it up. Waking up in different places in the world, I've lived my best life, I can assure you. There's just never been any question to that, and there's been a lot of collateral damage on the way. Seriously. Relationships. About a handful of regrets I have. All of them relationships. All of them regretful in different ways. None of them specifically regretful, or specifically regretting any kind of particular outcome. The closest that I have to a regret as it concerns a particular outcome was this most recent thing that I had going on. Currently, I'm single. Ladies, I'm really looking for a title, you feel me? Like, how hard is it to give your boy here a title? I guess it's real hard, but I'll keep working for it. I'll find someone, and it's all right, because right now I'm going through some real adult stuff, and I got a feeling that, I'm gonna have to be not only my best self, but I'm gonna have to step it up, and I'm okay with that. Whether or not it's by myself or with someone, I guess only time will tell. But I just want to let life know that I see you, and that the tough decisions are going to continue to occur on the daily, not just for myself. It's a very self, inciting sort of an experience that I have every single day. You guys should vlog. It helps. Write a diary, blog, whatever you got to do to help yourself make tough decisions. If there's one thing I think that I've really honed in on, right, is that I don't want to be a flip-flopper. As a future politician and leader of the free world, shout out to your boy. I want there to be an opportunity for myself to welcome all of the drama and the trouble that I'm sure will be coming my way over the course of my life. And no, I'm not talking on no weirdness. I'm not talking on no sus stuff. I'm not talking on no illegal things. I'm just saying that life, I see you, and you've been both great and simultaneously the worst thing conceivable, and the yin and the yang, and the duality and all the philosophical principles that bind us together. I'm not giving up, ever. And so I have to be on this earth until, 2100. I was born in 1987. I'm trying to make it to January 1, 2100. You feel me? That's it. So that I can smoke in 3 centuries. It's no big deal. It's not very existential. I was born in 87. Your boy here's trying to smoke in the 19th, 20th, and 21st century. Shout out, I think that life is a beautiful experience. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that feels like that. And no, not on some self-centered, egotistical, it's just sort of like, damn, life is so short. It is so precious. I've lost so many people in my young, middle-aged life that, I myself have almost, I say that the guy in the black cape, with the scythe is my homie, you feel me? Just because he's been trying to talk to me now for quite some time, you feel me? But again, I've been a lucky guy. I'm going to ride that luck, and I'm going to add a little bit of hard work and commitment and dedication and persistence, and at the end of my life, I will have things to show for this. I will. Not just, me on the cover of some digital magazine at 113 years old smoking my fat ass blunt, you feel me? No. I want all of it. I want to be sad. I want to be angry. I want to be depressed. I want to be frightened. I want to be loved. I want to be hated. I want all of it. So life, let's go, my dude. Every second we're all just that much closer to dying, and I'm okay with that, because I have things that I want to provide to this world, and I'm going to do it. I've been talking about it forever, you feel me? And this has happened in stages, and I can't rush this. It's the only thing I've ever known and understood that I can't rush. Seriously. If I had that same sort of ability in my own personal life, oh, trust me, your boy here would be married 20 years, have 30 children, numbers that aren't even possible, you feel me? I would have put a ring on somebody 20 years ago and she would have had 10 sets of triplets, my dude. You know? Like, seriously. I thirst, lust, even for different experiences in life, but I have a core component to what I'm trying to get done, you know? And it's always been finding somebody, finding my Bonnie, you know, finding my Yang, you know, and I may have, I might not have. But again, I'll tell you what, life, you know, like, it's all good. I understand now. I understand that you're going to continue to try and, you know, make this almost an impossible experience, but so long as I'm breathing, you know, I'm going to do the best with what I've been given. And that's not a lot, you know? Seriously. But it's okay and it's enough for me, and I'm all right with that. So I want you guys to know that decisions are tough to make sometimes, but they have to be made. And you're the one that has to make them. Nobody can make them for you. You have a partner, you have somebody that you can rely on, you have somebody that you can talk to. Take advantage of that. Because time and time again, a dozen girls will come in and out of my life. And you know, at the end of the day, there's really only just one or two people, you know, that you really feel something about. And from that particular set, you know, I think that sometimes you have to say sorry, let go, and love and move on and be your best self. And so that's where I leave you guys. Seriously. I'm right there with you. You know, it almost seems like I make life-altering decisions on the daily, and at some point in my life, it would be really nice to just, you know, have a sustainable sort of a feeling as it concerns seeking out my other half, but that'll come. I'm not sure how long it'll come, and I'm not sure if I've already met that person. I may have, but it's not easy. It's not easy being in love, and it's not easy admitting that, being truthful to yourself, and then letting the world do its thing. You know, I mean, that's all that I have for you guys today. But just know that I'm there with you guys, and that I really appreciate y'all supporting this channel, my life, and this vlog, alright? Hey guys, I really appreciate you. Seriously, there's been little to no talk about my personal life. Sans, there's also no videos, you know? And I've been going through some stuff, you know, it's all good. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I welcome any and all challenges that are going to come my way with a smile on my face. I don't know what's going to happen with women or with, you know, the status of my own relationship, but ladies, your boy's here, you feel me? And I'm not going anywhere, and I'm going to go ahead and address all of these different things that need to be addressed in my life, because I'm tired of sitting back and watching the world go by while, you know, I'm making all these grand plans and can't seem to find anybody that's down to roll. If I gotta do this solo, I've been prepared to do it solo since the age of 7, you know? I just learned a long time ago that not only is it easier, but it is more rewarding, it's more fulfilling. You can, you know, take over the world on your own if you wanted to, but what an extremely lonely and desolate and depressing place to be. Seriously, there's no amount of money, there's no amount of influence, there's no amount of life that can alter the way that you can alter the way that you think yourself. And I think people forget that. I think that we're constantly put into these situations on this prison planet where we're forced to make decisions that we would not normally make if we didn't need to eat and survive and get rides to places and stuff. The world's a tough place. I know, but it's how you deal with what's thrown your way that makes you the person that you are. You feel me? And to this day, I'm taking my shots, and I will continue to take them because I'm a man, and I've made some dumb decisions in my life, and I try to get better with them. You know, I'm supposed to be the guy that knows all the time what decision to make, regardless of circumstance, especially when stuff gets real. And I welcome those things. But I've never been too good with my own feelings, and I have them. I have feelings. You know, that's crazy. I mean, did you guys think I was a sociopath? You know, seriously. I joke all the time and stuff about that, you know, but I'm a pretty emotional guy. Seriously, in case you guys didn't pick up on it, you know, you got to put on this show, right? Like, literally, that's what I do. I put on a show, but there's always a mask involved, and, you know, I can assure you guys that I'm just like y'all. You know, I probably cry more than you guys, feel it for sure. Like I'm a normal dude, you know, and things make me feel sad and mad and happy just in the same way that they make y'all feel. And that's why I attempt and or try to come across as relatable, just because I don't know how much more relatable a person can be when they, you know, are publicly discussing their vulnerabilities and their innermost, you know, thoughts as it concerns the development of themselves, you know, and that's all right. That's what I'm here for, you know, and I will continue to be here for that very reason, and it gives me a purpose, and there's an end game to this, and I will always continue to welcome all of life's challenges, just as I said in character. I know how life can be very short, and I truly am grateful for it. I really am. I know that I'm not the best boyfriend. I know that I haven't been the best man as it concerns being with women in relationships, but don't for any second think, any of you exes out there, that I didn't thoroughly enjoy whatever it was that we were doing at that moment. You know, listen to me. Like, that's the way I've lived my life, and, you know, I am the way that I am because of all of the things that I've gone through. So y'all are a part of that, you know? I mean, I've been listening, and now it's time to run it. It really is. I've been stuck, and I'm not stuck anymore. This is my decision to move forward, and whatever happens with whoever, you know, is going to happen, and if not, then that's fine too, because I'm not going to give up, and I hate losing, and the world needs all the help it can get. Seriously, not, you know, I'm no special. The world needs your help. The world needs that person's help, and that person's help, and that. We all need each other. The more we continue to hurt one another and exploit our communities, the further we're going to be getting away from what makes a person, and that is being empathetic and compassionate and understanding and loving. I hope that you guys have a really good day. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. My name is Albert. This is Vlogs About Nothing. We'll catch y'all later. I'll be making some more videos today. You can, you know, bet your last dollar on it. So I'll talk to you guys real soon, okay? All right. Bye.